Hello. Today I'm feeling guilty, sorry that I said all that, the truth against my family members, some Sajwani, and wondering they've done so much and yet I'm feeling guilty. And I also feel hypnotized. And yesterday I was attacked in my sleep again 3-4 times. I don't exactly remember. It was 3 or 4. Excruciating pain. Whoever is doing this has no empathy. No feelings for me, and didn't have any feelings for my mother. पागल कर देते हैं. They make you go mentally insane, and on top of that they want more cruelty. They don't care if it's unbearable or anything. Oh my God. Somebody, I know I have to say this, I'm compelled. Although I tell myself that this thing is neither going to help anyone. Whatever they're doing, they will keep doing. It's not going to stop them. Also in Karachi, they had put me, my mind and, oh my God, like a monster against my principal. This is what that lady said in Karachi, that you shouldn't go to the No, she didn't say you shouldn't meet the principal. They said that every action of the principal is going to hurt you, because this is what this witch wants. Hurt me. I thought, how can principal's action hurt me? Oh. Oh yes, and the last time I went after 8 years, and 8 years back to the principal, my driver started throwing up so badly and had these dizzy spells. He was on the floor. And hello, I don't know what's going on. So they're killing. They told me by sending an evil spirit while I was in my semi-conscious, trying to sleep, or no, I was resting or something, or I had just woken up, and they sent an evil spirit. Now you will see your loved ones. You will be losing them, or something like that. Hello, India's sages. I hope you are all safe. They want to kill those people who have any ability, potential, heart to help me. All those. And even though there's no immediate harm, fear, खौफ किस बात का, कोई immediate चीज़ है? I keep telling myself this, but I feel like a hostage here. Because you see, the enemy's face comes, and then my mind can't. It hurts my mind if I try to not think of that enemy. Please try to understand. This is like a hostage, psychic, spiritually bound person, hypnotized. It's not. It's bad. It's because it can go on for a long time. Even if I go to another room, even if I cover myself, doesn't help. And I have no energy to even grieve. Oh yes, and they suffocated Salwa. So, for years in my chronic fatigue, I could have died during sleep, choked. because I didn't have the strength at times. If there was a cough in me, I felt like coughing, but I didn't have the strength to cough. So I could have choked. Apart from the suffocation, they were suffocating me during sleep. When I had joined St. Michael's High School, oh yes, when I'd come to the new house, they couldn't see that we had bought a new house. And there were these threats by, I sensed that someone wanted to burn the new house. And yes, sorry, I'm told not to interfere or say anything, but I had to check because here I'm getting the feeling, I don't know whether this witch is trying to get me into trouble. So they're trying to kill people, they've killed people. This heart picture I got miraculously, and that person was harmed and killed. Oh my God, and I rectify myself about Iran, Khomeini. I once had a discussion, turned out to be an argument actually. I could not be convinced. There was this Noha Khan, the person who recites Nohas, Nasir Party. They are from Karadar. We know them. And so he was telling me that, it's not right for the Iranis to call Khomeini, Imam Khomeini. Even if he is a naib, a representative of the last Imam, our 12th Imam, 12th Imam Mahdi. Oh, sorry. So he's, you can't call the naib of Imam an Imam. And many things like this, Vilayat-e Faqih, against that also. Iranians, now the alims believe, and they keep deferring that Imam Mahdi is now not going to come. He's going to come after 1,000 years now. I've even checked in some article. So they want to rule like this, our enemies. I don't want you to go against Iran, but the truth and the fact is that Iran is not true to 12 Shias. They are enemies. Do not help them against Saudi Arabians. And so I'm not trying to, I'm trying to tell you the truth. Yeah, and also Hadith-e-Kisa. Someone told me that they want to eradicate this. And they are saying now, the Irani alims, scholars, are saying that Hadith-e-Kisa is not a valid tradition. Anyways, I don't know how far this is true, but to call Khomeini Imam is not right and wasn't right. And someone in London also told me that Khomeini killed her uncle. He was just a free writer, free thinker. He used to write books and he was killed. But they didn't kill Gugush, no. Okay, the best thing would be it is for myself. I feel the best thing for myself is to follow the Ismaili Imam. If I have any sense left in me, when I do get some sense, common sense. Hello, this religion thing is very, very dangerous and very, ooh, it can be exploited. They can work on your emotions, jazbat, and it can get very, very ugly. Uh, like, Hezbollah does, uh, making you just say, Labbaik, Ya Hussein, and all this with madness. I mean, it's madness. I prefer the Ismaili Imam, His Highness Aga Khan. May God protect him and give him a long life. We can question our mullah's ways and sayings. It is not a sin. But I don't want to offend anyone. Yes, but in Karachi I was really scared. I thought that these Maulanas were not genuine, not authentic. I was telling Allama Nadir, Agha Nadir, to, I wanted to talk to connect me with Shahanshah Hussain, who recites majlises in Nishta Park, because he was a student of his. And I was asking such questions like, is he really a true Maulana? His education, where can I see his degree? That he has done his education, religious scholarship from Iran. And then now Iran, I really kind of doubt very much. And this is not fitna. This is this is for educational purpose. So I'm a hostage. They can even change my feelings. But I hope they don't get to you. And if you are normal, because this is very abnormal what's happened to me, please try not to take sides and stay away from this Iran Saudi Arabia thingy. Oh my God, I'm Allama Rashid Turabi's dua. How could these things happen to me in childhood? He put his hand on my head and said, Ye to meri beti hai. She's my daughter. How could those family members do this to me in my childhood and in my teens? And now later I can't believe that they've got me insane. If you meet me, well, see, I'm my English distraction, deterioration. I get these blocks, sorry. So, this is a public thing, so I don't. Whoever is listening to me, please don't take sides with Iran or Saudi Arabia. If these things come in our majlises, in the 12 Shia majlises, please stay away from this. Enough. The poor, the poor Shias, 12 Shias, they've also been assassinated, killed, shaheed hue, and they've put their men, the enemy. And what's all this? When will God come to help us? I wasn't supposed to go insane. This lady had seen 2 dreams of mine with Hazrat Fatima Zahra Salam Alaiha. So, shouldn't God help us? And in the prayer obligatory, we pray that our life be beautiful here and in the next life. And no Muslim is supposed to test us. And if a Muslim tests a Muslim, then they are not true Muslims. Mu'mineen, believers, are guardians of one another. And see, the Muslim Ummah, a true Muslim Ummah, relies on themselves and each other uh, to do good and to refrain from doing evil. And so this is not shirk. We call upon each other because we are guardians of one another. Hello, yeah, so in pain. They've hurt me a lot now. It's a chronic pain and mental torture. So I'm trying to convey a message that I cannot in a straight manner, in a proper manner. So, you see here, yes, about my case now, age-old case against some Sajwanis. I don't know, because what I went through, what they made me go through in my childhood, teenage years. So I suspect that, no, and Miss Desa was very intelligent. So the jaws, yes, so I don't have, why wouldn't she tell me that it's one of my family members? Why couldn't she directly convey this to me? Oh, it would have been so much easier. Was she under duress? What if this family member had put Miss Desa under duress? And so she was trying to indirectly communicate to me. Do you get it or not? Because my brother was in Karachi American School. She could have been threatened. Oh my God. Oh, and her life. So this is what the lady told me in London. They don't want to kill you, the switch wants to keep you alive and in misery by killing your loved ones and giving you such unbearable grief and things like that, I think. Whatever is going on right now is quite unbearable. And I don't even have the strength to grieve for anyone. ओह, बहुत क्रूल हैं, बहुत क्लेवर हैं. देखें, हम लोग इन पे रहम फील करते हैं, ये लोग. हाँ. So now I could delete those videos feeling sorry. I should remember, I got the pain they've given me is unbearable. You will be surprised how I'm alive. And no, I should be in the mental hospital. I'm doing all I can, all prayers, and thank God I don't have to work. So I just keep resting, praying. Mantras have helped me, Indian mantras. Recently I was again back to the Muslim prayer, Surah Baqarah, and it just I went cuckoo. I went completely nuts. Something like the past where I couldn't control myself, even more. Now it's, there's some, I can still talk like this. You see, previously I wasn't uploading videos. I was posting much on Facebook. Yes, and another thing, I just took a pause, so I thought of something else now. What is it? Itne saal, so many years I kept quiet. See where it's got me. To this disaster. Yeah, so many years I didn't even tell my Aunt Gaur, who was living with me before she got married, for so many years, about my grandmother, what she did to me, about their planning. I wanted to put everything behind me and now move forward. My mother was also at times kept disturbed when she would be with my father, and then the fight would ensue. So I didn't want all this. I wanted to keep all that behind me now. But the Karachi American School and separation from Mr. Sadeh, the family member, Sajwani family member, is involved. And so they are ongoing. They're doing this to me. They're after my life or something. They don't want me to get married. That's what the lady said in London. Until this witch is alive, she said, you are not going to get married. And they have this control over us, over me and my mother, late mother they had. And they can even hear me. They know. Allama Nadir, Agha Nadir. Sorry, I can't remember his name in proper sequence. He said that you had slept when he was working, when my father brought him from Nishtabark. He reminded me that I had slept for a little while in my room. My God. And I had forgotten. And then I thought, yes. So they can see inside. So I don't know, I remember Bibi Zainab's, yes, so I've given them so many these things, sakes of, please, for the sake of Rasulullah, for the sake of the prophets, all the prophets, for the sake of Karbala. And I thought they were non-Muslims or they were enemies of Shias. But no, this is a Shia person. The witch is a Shia and has no regard has no regard for Karbala. Even if they have an Imam Barga, but hurting me, they have no regard for. If you hurt me, you will be hurting Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because Bibi Fatma Zahra salam Allah alayha started to say to me that I'm reincarnated as I was Hazrat Khadija, I was her mother. And not once has she, even now when I say I'm not going to be a Shia and I will leave and all this, not once has she come and given me a warning or admonished me in any way. Now this could be that she knows that I'm under duress, oppressed also by this energy. So now they are reminding me of Bibi Zainab Salam Allah Alaiha's Marsiya that my grand aunt recited and I recorded and liked very much. It would give me peace. So my mother told me that this grand aunt of mine used to say Marsiyas of Mir Anis Mir. I don't know from where this part of the Marsiya is from or by. So now I'm compelled to recite this Marsiya. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Durron se badan chur hai, देखो गीत खाऊं 100 टुकड़े गिरेबान हैं देखो गीत खाऊं. So Bibi Zainab Salam Allah Alaiha, when she returns to Medina, she tells her people this.